Watch.
We are so far behind. We have been treated so badly, and I don't blame China. I blame our past leaders, our past presidents. We can't just go and make an even deal with China. We have to make a much better deal with China, because right now they have a very unfair playing field, and I'm turning it around. China has to do a lot of things to turn it around, but you'll be seeing they've got to do a lot of things. It goes on September 1st, and frankly, if they don't do them, I can always increase it very substantially.
Here with me now to react to all this, Tennessee Congressman and House Homeland Security Committee member, Republican Mark Green. Thank you for being here, Congressman. So what is China up to? I mean, first they come close to signing on the dotted line, and just at the last minute they pull out, say they're not going to abide by things that they previously said they would abide by. They said they were going to be buying up all these soybeans from the U.S. They fell far short of that. They're falling far short of the fentanyl and everything. I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, a lot of people seem to think, and first, thanks for having me on the show, Dave.
Thank you for being here.
I think a lot of times people kind of think of China in this sort of Confucian way, when really they ought to be studying Sun Tzu and the principles of, a war from Sun Tzu and the warring states. It evolved out of the warring states period in China. It's about deception. It's about, manipulating your enemy. These guys are masters at this, and they're in this negotiation trying to get the best for them. Unfortunately, President Trump read the book, and
that's right.
He knows, and so he's standing toe to toe with them. Yeah. And we've got to do this. I mean, you look at the $250 to $600 billion taken off of our GDP from intellectual property theft. Yeah. I mean, that GDP powers our ability to build our military. And if they continue to go after our companies, steal stuff, Motorola is a great example. In I think it was 97, it was worth $17 billion. After doing a deal with Huawei, it was sold to Nokia for $900 million in 2011. I mean, they're destroying 80,000 jobs. So this is a president who isn't taking this anymore. He's standing up for American companies. He's standing up for America, and it's the right thing to do.
But, I just wonder how much more of this China can take, because, our economy is strong. We saw that again today. Granted, it's not going as gangbusters as it was last year, but it is still growing strong with low inflation. Their economy is doing exactly the opposite. It is slowing way down with high inflation. That's called stagflation. I mean, they are on the ropes. How much more of this can they take?
I think maybe a couple of more months, honestly. I hate to make predictions, but with companies like Apple announcing that they're moving to South Korea, China has got to do something. And this is sort of their last efforts to get as good a deal as they can get. But this president's not going to budge, and I'm willing to bet we get a deal within a couple of months with them.
I hope you're right. Meanwhile, I want to switch gears, if you don't mind, Congressman, something near and dear to your heart. You recently introduced a bill to allow taxpayers the choice to contribute a few bucks if they want on their tax returns every year to help build the wall. Is this bill getting any traction at all in Congress?
Well, Bill, this is actually a bill that will, if it gets passed, it becomes law, will allow the taxpayer to check that little box at the bottom of their 1040, and they can send $3 to the border wall from their return. The chances of it getting done in this
with Nancy Pelosi as Speaker
in Washington, D.C., I'd say almost zero. But it's certainly something that we need to think about, and I really like the idea, and hopefully it can get some traction. But
I think it's a terrific idea, and again, it's all about choice. People who don't want to do it don't have to do it. It wouldn't actually, it probably wouldn't amount in the end if you got, even if you got it passed to less, it'd be less than $1 billion, right?
Right, that's right. But David, this is about the wall. I mean, we've got to build the wall. I just came back this Monday. I was in El Paso, Texas. I did a ride-along with CBP, and where the wall ends, the people are coming through, and that allows, the walls allow channeling the flow so that
Right.
CBP can concentrate their efforts. We have to have more wall. It's better for the migrants, actually. It's better for Americans. It's better for CBP to do their job and sort of weeding through and finding MS-13 and the drugs and all that stuff.
And
We
it
need more
works. It
walls.
works. It worked in
Yep.
Israel. It worked in San Diego. No matter where you try it, it works. Congressman, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, David.
Good to see
See
you.
you.
Coming up, sorry.